It is NaNoWrimo day 6. I always have to check the date because I have no idea what day it is when I first start. It's NaNoWrimo day 6. My name is Daniel Poppie. I'm an author from Wisconsin. If you want to find out more about me, you can check out my website, danielpoppie.com. So, update for day 6. I'm still in the first draft writing process. I was able to get about 30 pages done. I didn't really keep count. I just had a goal of getting to 90 pages today, so I'm not sure where I was. I think I just started my 91st page yesterday. So I just started my 91st page yesterday, meaning that I got a little over what I wanted to get done. You know, I started writing on the 91st page. I think that I was on like 63 or something like that. So that would have put me just over 27 pages for yesterday, but I count it as 30 because I like working in five-page chunks. That's kind of how I work. So I guess I'm going to talk about that a little bit. So 90 pages, I think I said 200 words a page. 90 pages plus 200 words is 18,000 words, I think, or something like that. And the book, I'll be talking about word count and stuff like that once the first draft is done, because then I can give you a more accurate representation of the word count. I don't really shoot for a specific number of words a day. I shoot for pages. I think it's more useful. I don't shoot for a specific count of words in the book. I shoot for how the book reads, because I think that word count doesn't tell me whether the book is good or not. The feel of the book and how it reads and how the story flows is what tells me. So I think I'm about halfway through, to be honest. So if this is 18,000 words or something like that, then I'm going to have about 36,000 to 50,000 words or something like that, 40 to 50,000 words. We'll see, because it might take longer for the end of the book, and I definitely will keep on writing until the story is finished, not until I hit a certain word count. So I am on, oh wow, that's really cool. So this little notebook has 48 pages, and I think my chapters come out to about the same length. And I think that I've actually been writing longer chapters than usual for this book, for this series, because this series is smaller books. I'm at chapter 20. I'm at page 24 on here, which means I'm right in the middle of this notebook of my outline. And it's been going really well, and I think that it's really helpful. So I want to quick talk about how I do it and how I write, because I think it's how I set my goals for the day. I work in 5-minute chunks. I work in 5-page chunks. I just woke up. I'm really tired. I'm sorry. I work in 5-page chunks. And the reason why I do is it's a psychological thing, because if you work in 10-page chunks, when you start working and you get through the first page, you still have 90% of everything done. If you start in 5-page chunks and you get through the first page, you have 20% done, and you only have 4 more pages left. And you're like, okay, I'm going to do another page. Well, once you get to the second page, you are almost halfway through. And once you get to the third page, you're over halfway through. And it's not that hard to get through 2 more pages once you get through that amount. So I set very, very small goals during the day. And I also have my larger goal of 25 to 30 pages, which is really big. But I set a smaller goal, I meet that goal, and then I go on to the next goal. And I try to just do that amount in a specific set of time. And then if I have to get up, if I don't meet that, I try to meet it. And if I do meet it, then I can get up, I can do something else, I can take a break, etc. But that's kind of how I work. I think it's really helpful. I think that if you're going to be doing any writing, I think it's good to set smaller goals that you can actually meet, as opposed to setting these huge goals, being like, I'm going to write, maybe you write 2,000 words, 3,000 words a day. Well, if you started out with 500 words, and then you broke it up into 500 word chunks, well, getting 500 words is really simple. And then you can say to yourself, I'm going to write 500 words. And then you meet your 500 word goal, and you're like, well, let me just do 500 more words, right? And if your goal for the day is 2,000 words, if you've done 2 chunks that are easy to meet, and then you're like, well, I could do 500. I'm already halfway. And once you do that third 500, then you only have 500 more words left to go. So I think that would really help you. And that's how I break my stuff up. I do 5-page chunks, and that's the reason why. It really simplifies the process. It makes it psychologically bearable, if that makes sense. I don't want to write 30 pages in a day, but I'm willing to write 5 and see how I feel about the next 5 and see how I feel about the next 5. And once I hit 15, I'm like, well, I'm going to definitely get to 20. And once I get to 20, I'm like, well, let's try to get to 25. And once I get to 25, I'm like, well, let's just get to 30 then. All right, so that's all I've got for you today. I will tell you how I'm doing. It is Friday. Happy Friday. I will tell you how it's going tomorrow. See you later.